What up with it, y'all? It's Coffee back at it with an update, man. And it seems this 50 Cent Young Buck saga has finally come to an end, man. Young Buck throwing up this flick, this video. I don't know what the fuck this is, man. Young Buck been delusional for the longest time. Billy Joe voice, man. Like, he got his feet kicked up with some dirty ass socks on, talking about unbothered. I won. I'm a free agent. Was really not making no sense, man, because he got to pay back Fifth a bunch of money that he ain't got. You know what I'm saying? This is what's so crazy about Buck. Like I said, he just be lying. Like, we all heard those recordings of him with his girlfriend, or however you want to reference that individual. Y'all remember that where he was talking about bullets are flying? Please take it down, crying and all that, right? He tried to say that that was AI and 50 Cent made that all up. Just like when he didn't know on Twitter, you can view the likes, which I think they got rid of that feature, but he was liking GAY adult videos. He tried to say that that was cap, that 50 Cent made that up as well. That Fifth spearheaded this whole digital smear campaign. It was the most ludicrous-ish we ever seen, man. And you can't really expect much more from an individual that just never was too smart from the get-go. You know what I mean? Like, he had it made when he got the deal with G-Unit, got over there after being affiliated with Cash Money Records, right when G-Unit was jumping off like crazy, man. You know, when the unit couldn't miss, and he got his album out, got the tour the world, all that. But we all remember how that went down, right? He wasn't paying his debts. He was acting foolish. And 50 Cent leaked the phone call of him crying like a baby. I'm surprised he didn't try to say that that was fake smear campaign made by 50 Cent as well. I guess like AI wasn't really out back then, so he couldn't come with that lie. But things went bad and he was off the unit and all that. And then around what, 2013, 14, somewhere in that time frame, we saw the G-Unit reunion, and he signed a deal with G-Unit once again, only for things to go all bad again. And he thought that he was just gonna go his own way and release his own music and everything when he was contractually obligated to 50 Cent still. Over and over he tried this, and Fifth was cease and desist and ish down left and right and saying, David, you want up out of this contract, you gotta pay your way, you buster bozo. He even had this fake wannabe manager at one point in time who couldn't pay his back child support. This guy was a real goofy Goofington. I forget dude's name. I don't even know what happened to him. He was the lamest, clownest excuse from manager you could ever see, who got Buck some kind of fugazi ass deal with some off-brand generic label, which 50 Cent once again deaded that off, which took us to where a year or two ago, you know what I'm saying, Young Buck was trying to file for bankruptcy, which he was doing, but Fifth knew the right legal remedies, how to file that paperwork, how to go about still getting what's his before the bankruptcy went through. And that's where we're at now. At the end of the day, 50 Cent won. Like, you see, Fifth is saying, hey, I don't even know why they make me do this, you know what I mean? But here we are. I'm gonna need that money by Monday, Buck, and who knows if he'll actually ever come through and really pay up like he's supposed to. But I mean, he's gonna have to if he really ever wants to have a real situation where he's really making any money, really getting any real increments, like C-Mac would say. You feel what I'm saying? It's like the same way the game owes all that money and he has to cook the books and move the money around and stuff like that. Well, it's a little different with 50 Cent and Young Buck, because 50 Cent is more on top of how to get what's owed to him. And the only thing Buck can really do is go do jobs that, you know, pay him a quick cash payment, like some shows or a bootleg ass booking. You know what I'm saying? There's not any real deal Holyfield that he can do where he's gonna like cash in a serious payday, and 50 Cent ain't gonna, you know, put the X-nay on that. So like I said, while he's sitting here delusional as fuck, putting up pics of him with some dirty ass socks on, talking about I'm unbothered, and that he won. That's the way, like, some people, like I said, they're just delusional. They're just not right in the head. They want to try to spin everything their way, even when it's clearly not. That's the route that Young Buck's going. And I'm sure 50 Cent will keep the whole world apprised to if Buck ever, really pays his way up out of this. Because, like we said, if he ever really wants to see some real bread, he's going to have to. I mean, Fifth helped this man get out of his tax situation when he first came home from doing that little bid because he didn't pay the IRS. He helped the man when he helped him sign a new deal. I don't know, man. I guess it's all that Chi-Chi, get the yayo, smoking them dirties and all that ish, man. Like, drugs are bad, okay? And, Young Buck has showed us, the fans of hip hop and, the people at home paying attention time in and time out that, being a knucklehead and having a half-fried brain, smoking them dirties in the dirty South, that it just doesn't really work out when you get down to the nitty gritty. And then you see him talking in interviews, talking about him and Fifth reuniting to do some kind of G-Unit tour. Like, I won't sign a third deal with him and fuck it up again. I don't think the third time's gonna be the charm, but maybe we could do some touring together, whatever. I don't see any world within 50 Cent is gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We see he has this whole movement going on down in Shreveport. He's doing him. Like, rap is pretty much secondary, like, he just had that whole, what was it, Harmony and Humor event where he had Cat Williams and a bunch of other dope comedians in Shreveport. The mayor's welcomed him with open arms. I don't know if they gave him the key to the city yet, but they're shaking hands. Like, they're loving Fifth down there. He's stimulating the economy in a major way, and it's game changing for Shreveport what Fifth's doing. And Young Buck out here throwing up flicks and dirty socks, talking about he won, man. Like, you just can't make this ish up when it comes to the stupidity of certain motherfuckers out there. I mean, look at the way Young Buck even moved to being obsessed with being a gang member when he's a grown-ass man, right? Like, apparently, I guess he was claiming some gang in Nashville. But then when he was with the unit and Spider Loc was a part of G-Unit, there's a bunch of interviews where Spider Loc spoke about this in depth. You know what I'm saying? That it was more or less like Young Buck was paying to claim the hood. And then after that, he was trying to claim Grape Street with some other individuals. And then it was on to claiming 60s, where I think Big U dug up in his pockets. So more or less, y'all see what the update is. Young Buck still got half a brain, not very intelligent, and thinks that he can just fool the world by making up lies and everything. Like, just go listen to the interview he gave to DJ Vlad, talking about how that whole situation went when he was on his transformation-ish. You know what I mean? His Autobot Decepticon vibes. Like, we all saw exactly what it was, and he went on Vlad TV, one of the largest platforms out there, and told one of the largest lies, pause, that you could ever hear. And he really has the audacity to think people buy that, just like all the other bull-ish that this goofy McGooferson is telling everyone. So that's pretty much the update. 50 Cent wins. Young Buck, lamer than ever. Like I'm sure 50 Cent will keep everyone apprised on all the financial updates as far as what Buck has to do to zero that balance out and get back to really trying to make some real brethren. And it's just a damn shame. Just like y'all remember that when he got bagged up and got arrested, him and Wifey shots ended up getting fired. The same broad that was with him. And what was that dude's name? Pipe or something, that ran into him in the grocery store. And he was like, yo, Buck, are you on some Decepticon Autobots vibes? And Buck started, doing that tough guy-ish, just like we saw with him and Starlito. Y'all saw what the name of Starlito's diss track was, You Should Be Proud, and what the artwork was with the bows of rain. You know what I'm saying? Roy G. Biv action, pause. And then later on when he caught that domestic where shots were fired. That's so crazy. That's what he was telling the glamour perfect individual. Please take it down. Shots are being fired. Shots are being fired. And then shots were really being fired between him and the wife when he wouldn't give up them passwords to the phone. You can't make this ish up, man. 2024 is here and Buck is still taking L's left and right. Hit the comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Stay tuned for updates. It's Coffee. I'm about you, y'all. Peace.